Welcome into a very special broadcast. Today it is the Matsu Miners versus the American Legion All-Stars, consisting of the American Legion teams from both Palmer and Wasilla. I'm Reese Landon, joined by Sean Neef, and today, obviously, the Miners were supposed to have a game against the Alaska Gold Panners of Fairbanks, but that game was postponed. There's a bit of COVID issues right now going on with the Gold Panners team, so instead, late pickup, you have this team made up of all-stars between Palmer and Wasilla facing the Miners. So the Miners still going out with their usual defensive alignment, not really too much different than what you see. Christian Seahorse, the right-hander from Slippery Rock, on the mound. But Sean, you'll get to the lineup for the All Stars, and they have some potential in that roster.
They really do. For their batting lineup today, they have Will Plowman, their center fielder, leading them off. Bryant Marks is going to be in their 2-hole. Caden Ketchum is going to be sitting in that 3-hole as well. He is their third baseman. Evan Walker, pitcher, getting some action in the batter's box today. He's actually going to be in their cleanup role, so see what kind of power he possesses as a two-way. Andre Brown, another one of their infielders, this time is their second baseman, filling in at the 5-hole with Pedro Camacho in the 6. Landon Guggenmos going to be in the 7-hole. Jacob Hansen, who definitely looks like he belongs on this field, as we noted before, in the 8-hole. And Wyatt Walling finishing that out in the 9th slot.
And for the Miners, they will send up this lineup and defensive alignment to the plate. EJ Cumbo leading off in right field. Batting second in center, it's Tyler Wilson. Hitting third at first base, it's Nick Sorelli. Batting cleanup at third base, Casey Rother. Hitting fifth in left field, Aaron Walters. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Tyler Rando. Batting seventh, and behind the plate, it's Sam Thompson. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Josh Morozek. And batting ninth to cap off the Miner order, it's David Bermudez and Christian Seahorse, the right-hander from Slippery Rock, on the mound for his 5th start of the year. So far on the year, he's sporting a 1.26 ERA, but his last start didn't last very long. He was unable to make it out of the second inning. Today, looking for a little bit more success. He's probably not going to go very long in this exhibition, as he gets a fastball over there for strike one.
And I don't think any of the Miners pitchers are going to be expected to go for extended innings today. Likely we only see Seahorse go 1 or 2 innings, regardless of his performance.
Seahorse comes high now, and he's at 1-1 on the leadoff hitter, Will Plowman, playing center field. The Palmer American Legion team this year sits at a record of, I believe it's 10-7?
10-9.
10-9. And the Wasilla team comes in at 7-9, I believe.
Correct.
7-9 for the Wasilla Post team. As count sits at 1-2 on Will Plowman, center fielder, right-handed batter. Seahorse offers. Here it is. It's way up and in. Plowman backs away. 2-2. Yeah. Seahorse and pretty much all these arms are going to be throwing harder than a lot of what the Legion kids are used to, but they're up for a tough task. And Plowman, they're brushed away with a 1-2 fastball. Seahorse sets now. Here it comes on 2-2, and it's a swing and a miss. Fastball up in the zone. Plowman put away. First strikeout of the game for Christian Seahorse, and now it'll be Bryant Marks, the shortstop.
Well, like you said, this is going to be a bit of a wake-up call for some of these 19 and under players. You're not seeing a lot of velocity like this from competition around AA, but when you bring into that college D1, D2 caliber talent, regardless, it's going to be a lot faster, and getting brushed off the plate with something in the mid or low 90s is going to feel a bit faster.
Bryant Marks, a left-handed batter who watches ball one there. Marks plays on the Palmer American Legion team. Left-handed hitting shortstop. He's ahead of 1-0 on Seahorse, as there's a fastball barreled back up the middle. Nice play by Bermudez, ranging over to his left. His throw to first is in time, out number 2. Good piece of hitting there by Bryant Marks as he grounds out the short for the second out of the game.
Any contact they can get is going to be a ball in play, maybe even a ground ball with eyes. Are using those aluminum bats out there, as you could hear from that pop. It's not that natural wood cracking sound.
Caden Ketchum, who also plays for the Palmer team, normally a shortstop for the Palmer American Legion team, but today is at third as he fouls that first pitch way back out of play. Strike one. Miners. Pretty much this could be their usual lineup. Hasn't been announced yet, but J.D. Urso is actually injured and is likely out for the rest of the year. So Josh Morozic, who sits at second base today, could see additional time there the rest of the way, as now they're severely undermanned on the infield.
They do have some pieces able to adjust, though, so maybe a chance to look at new positions as well in a game where it could easily just be seen as a revamping for this squad, not to go stale.
Ball one there from Seelhorst up and in. Yeah, they lost Jordan Williams as well to a season-ending injury, so having to flex some guys back to the infield, specifically Morozic, also Casey Rother. Here comes on 1 and 2. It's a fastball called strike three. Seelhorst with a couple of punch outs here in the first inning, and that'll end it. We're headed to the bottom of the first. It'll be Cumbo, and then Wilson, and then Sorelli due up for the Miners. We're going to take a short break here from Herman Brothers Field, and we'll be back here from the Valley in just a few moments. Welcome back to Herman Brothers Field as we begin the bottom of the first. It'll be E.J. Cumbo from the University of Tampa in right field today. He'll lead it off. So it'll be Cumbo, Tyler Wilson, Nick Sorelli in the order. Cumbo so far in his minors career has only a couple of games played as he arrived last week. Only a couple of games played, 8 at-bats, but he does have 3 hits. Good for a 375 average. He also has an RBI.
And he's also got plenty of speed, so understandably in that leadoff spot, if you're going to test your typical leadoff hitter, E.J. Cumbo is a pretty good sample for Evan Walker on the mound.
Takes ball one there. Yeah, it's Evan Walker on the mound for this Palmer Wasilla All-Star team. His battery mate, Pedro Camacho, as there is ball 2 to E.J. Cumbo. Outfield left to right, defensive alignment, Jacob Hansen in left. In center field, it's Will Plowman, and then over in right field, Landon Gugamos. 2-0 pitch is swung on and popped up. That's back out of play. 2-1. Infield left to right. Caden Ketchum at third. Bryant Marks at shortstop. Over at second base, it's Andre Brown. And then at first base, Wyatt Walling.
And we were speaking earlier about Legion being able to handle the velocity of pitchers like Seelhorst. Goes the other way for the Miners as well, having to readapt to the velocity we're seeing today.
As there's a pitch way off the plate. It's 3-1. Tyler Wilson in the on-deck circle. Haven't seen a combined team or even just one team from the Valley play an ABL team in an All-Star game yet as Cumbo walks down to first. The Anchorage All-Stars of their Legion teams combined lost 16-4 earlier this year to the Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks. Obviously, these games don't count. It's just an exhibition. College players versus high school players. It's meant to be lopsided, but also give these guys some experience. Combo over at first as there's a breaking ball off the plate to Tyler Wilson.
And it's also not unlikely for some of these players to pipeline their way into the ABL. Plenty of locals on all the squads, and Austin Robertson has his own connection with Wasilla as well.
James Aaron as well.
They have their own history with the schools. And Robertson also, as we have a steal attempt.
As taking off is Combo, and he would have been out, but I think the ball was dropped. Yeah, the shortstop, Bryant Marks, couldn't hold it. Combo was going to be out. That was a heck of a throw by the catcher, Camacho, who would have had him. Instead, safe is Combo at second base.
So not really holding back at all when it comes to being aggressive on the base path, even when there is an exhibition.
Here's the pitch. It's grounded softly to Andre Brown at second base. He's up with it. He'll go over to Walling at first. There's one away. Moving up to third, E.J. Combo. Now it's going to be Nick Sorelli. Sorelli, the first baseman who has been blistering hot lately and really all year. Hitting .333 on the year. He's got 22 hits and 66 at-bats. With some power, he's got 4 homers and 11 RBIs to his name. Also 14 walks. Walk machine at the plate.
Which is going to be a huge challenge, as we already saw Combo get on earlier with balls and starting off with another ball here.
Ball 1 to Sorelli. Runner at third is Combo. 1 out. Walker at the set, and he missed again, so it's 2-0. Walker, a right-handed pitcher. He on that mound as he deals another pitch over, and it's ball 3, so way behind in the count now is Evan Walker. Walker plays for the Palmer team.
You don't want to pitch around anybody this early, but right now it seems like he's just looking for his control.
Rio pitch there, missed up, so Sorelli draws another walk, and now runners at the corners for Casey Rother. Rother in at third base today. On the year for Rother, he is hitting .297. On the year, he's got 22 hits and 74 at-bats. He's hit 1 home run, knocked in 9. He's got 9 walks to his name as well, just 8 strikeouts.
And he was close to having that second one as well. Should the elements have been on his side down in Kenai, he should have another home run.
As there's strike 1 to Rother, and he's down 0-1. Runner at first, Sorelli. Combo over at third. The left fielder, Hansen, is shaded way over towards the line as this pitch is going to come up and hit Rother on the back. Got him with a breaking ball, so Rother jogs down to first. That's a hit by pitch, and it's going to load up the bases with just 1 out. And coming to the plate now is going to be the left-handed bat of Aaron Walters.
You know, I haven't really gotten a good gauge of Walters' power yet, and with the pitches we're seeing right now, should he drive one the opposite direction, I think we should get our best look at what Aaron Walters can offer as a power hitter for the squad.
Well, he's got a big opportunity here. Yeah, it's an interesting defensive alignment now against Walters. The right fielder, Gugamos, is borderline touching the right field line over there. Figuratively, not literally, as there's ball 1. He's probably 15 feet off the right field foul line. In center field, Plowman is shaded over towards right center, straight up. In left field is Hansen as it goes 1-1 on Walters from Angelo State University.
And we may be looking at a real chance that he walks one across. He has been getting behind plenty of batters so far, working back on his control right now.
There's ball 2 to Walters, who's really started to come around with the bat lately. He got that batting average over 250 now on the year. He's hitting .255. He's got 12 hits and 47 at-bats. Here's the 1-1 pitch, or 2-1 pitch rather. It's way off the plate. It's gone 3-1, and in danger of walking in the first run of the game is Evan Walker.
Combo stands only 90 feet away from home, and 1 out so far is not the best of friends, but does manage to move it to a full count.
3-2 now. Walters in. Nowhere to put him for Evan Walker. Sitting over at third is Cumbo. At second, Sorelli. Over at first, Rother. Here it is. Swung on and popped up. Over on the infield, the third baseman coming on. Ketchum. He'll make the grab, and that's a big second out for Evan Walker as Aaron Walters pops it up, and all of a sudden, just one out away from getting a scoreless first inning, and the man in the way of that scoreless first inning is going to be designated hitter Tyler Rando.
Rando, no stranger to driving in some runs himself. Definitely one of the more productive minors when it comes to racking up RBIs. So, bases loaded situation, even with 2 outs, I feel like Rando is in a pretty good spot here.
Rando takes strike one there. He's down 0-1. Rando on the year, 244 hitter, home run, 9 RBIs. Walked 6 times, only 5 strikeouts. Sitting on deck is Sam Thompson. 0-1 pitch, and it's inside, and there's your first run of the game. Tyler Rando hit by a pitch. Second hit by pitch of the inning. He'll jog down to first, and it's 1-0 Miners.
Didn't even need to get aggressive in the box there. Despite getting behind, next pitch automatically bails him back.
So no hits yet for the Miners, but they're on the board thanks to walk, out, walk, hit by pitch, out, hit by pitch. Forces in a run. Now it's Sam Thompson, the Kent State catcher. Thompson bats here with 2 away. First pitch is fastball way off the plate. I'd like to give a shout out to Max Ripple from Fort Myers, Florida. Sam Thompson's college roommate. He made sure to tell us to shout that out on air, so hopefully you're getting that, Max. 1-0 pitch is grounded down to third. Catch him up with it. He'll tag the bag, and that'll be the end of the bottom of the first inning. So the Miners don't get any hits, but they managed to bring around a run on a hit by pitch. Tyler Rando getting hit by that pitch to bring in a run. His 10th RBI of the year. We're headed to the second. Miners 1, All-Stars 0. We'll be back here from Herman Brothers Field after just a few moments. Welcome back as we start the second inning. Coming to the plate now is Evan Walker, the starting pitcher For the All-Stars, Walker hitting in the cleanup spot. Right-handed batter as well as right-handed thrower. He gave up a run in the first despite not surrendering a hit, but he's not in now trying to help his cause at getting his team on the scoreboard. Seahorse back out for a second inning of work. It's a swing and a miss from Walker there. He's down 0-1.
Well, Seahorse back out for his second inning of action. Surprised to see how far they may take him. 1, 2, 3 innings. Pretty tough to ask much more of that.
As there's a breaking ball snapping away from the hitter Walker. He swings and misses. It's 0-2. Seahorse on the year has the lowest batting average against by far by any Miners pitcher. And he's pitched a fair amount of innings as the 0-2 misses. And he's at 1-2. Just a .85 batting average against for Seahorse. But the walks have been a problem. He's walked 18 in 14 innings. And that's really what has kept him from becoming the most dominant pitcher in the ABL. But he's still got a minuscule 1.26 ERA as there he gets Walker to swing and miss. It's his third strikeout of the game. Back to the dugout goes Evan Walker. And now to the plate is going to be the second baseman, Andre Brown. Brown plays on the Wasilla post team.
And skipper Tyler LeBrun may be looking at this as a chance to really build up the confidence of Seahorse. Maybe not the same competition that we're normally facing, but regardless, seeing strikes called can boost the confidence of any pitcher and make them perform at a higher level.
There's a slider over the plate, strike one. Seahorse sets, fires again, and this one missed. 1-1, Andre Brown, a right-handed batter. From the Wasilla post team. In the starting lineup, Wasilla has 5 players, Palmer has 4. Brown back in, and a 1-1 count. Here it is. It's a check swing, and he did not go around on the appeal. It's going to be 2-1. Pedro Camacho sits on deck for the All-Stars. Seahorse setting. Here it comes. Fastball, got it over, strike 2. It's 2-2.
Seems like a bit of an overcast day. A lot of mist around Herman Brothers today as well.
Chilly.
Barely even able to see the mountains over in the distance.
2-2 pitch is a fastball, and he gets another swing and miss. Christian Seahorse giving him 4 punch-outs on the day. Right there, he gets the 5th hitting Andre Brown on strikes, and now it's going to be Pedro Camacho. Camacho, another one of these Wasilla players, catching. Where's number 24? The coaches for these two teams is Matt Ketchum of Palmer Post, and then for Wasilla, it's Ken Ottinger. As first pitch swinging and missing is the catcher, Pedro Camacho.
So far, the only All-Star that's made some solid contact was Bryant Marks. He got that shot off on the second pitch.
There's a breaking ball, it missed, so count runs to 1-1 on Pedro Camacho. Miners have seen just one ball hit in the field. It was a ground out by Brian Marks, the shortstop David Bermudez. 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, called strike 2. It's a good pitch by Seahorse as he goes ahead. Right-hander back out with it. He's at the set. Here comes the 1-2. Up high. Went with the fastball, but just missed high. And now the count sits at 2-2 on the second baseman. Or rather the catcher, Pedro Camacho. 2-2 pitch. Up and in. Going to be ball 3, so now it sits at 3-2 on Camacho.
Chance for their first man on base in this game, if you could get on with a walk.
Once again, this game does not count towards the standings as an exhibition, as swinging and missing there is Camacho. 5th strikeout of the game for Christian Seahorse. He strikes out the side here in the second. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Miners coming to the plate, 7, 8, 9 in the order, due up, looking for some runs. And we'll be back here from Herman Brothers Field after just a few moments. Welcome back as we start the bottom of the second inning. My correction before break, I said 7-8-9 due up. It's 8-9-1. Josh Morozic, the second baseman, left-hander, first to the plate. As the first pitch here comes up and in, it's going to hit him, the third hit-by pitch of the game for the Miners, as we have a new pitcher on the mound as well, issuing that hit-by pitch. It's number 12, Braden Parent, for Palmer Legion, on the pitch for the All-Stars, as hit-by pitch comes up and in on Morozic, and he's over at first now, nobody out, ton of speed, we'll see if he goes. David Bermudez at the plate, first pitch here is swung on and popped in the air, foul ground, ranging over into foul territory and out of play as it hits the Miners' dugout roof. Was Wyatt Walling, but unable to get over there with enough room. The 0-1 on David Bermudez as top of the order, E.J. Cumbo sits on deck. Parent, another right-hander. Parent delivers as here's a line shot back up the middle into center field. Morozic around second, but he'll put on the brakes as he'll stay at second. There's a line shot, base hit David Bermudez. 2 on, none out. Top of the order, E.J. Cumbo to the plate for the Miners.
Did Josh get off the single?
Hit by pitch.
Hit by pitch.
Cumbo, whose first time he was able to reach on base on balls. So he'll look in here with 2 on and none out. Here's the first pitch from Parent. Runners taking off as here's a grounder down to first. Walling up with it. He'll go to the bag. Morozic over to third. Over to second is Bermudez as the double steal attempt. It's not really proved to be worth anything as it was just a ground ball to the right side. But anywho, they're able to at least stay out of a potential double play as now it's going to be Tyler Wilson, the center fielder, to the plate. Wilson, who's had his struggles at the plate, hoping to break out of it. I mean, he's been hitting everything hard. Him and David Bermudez both have been guys who've been just smoking the balls right at defenders, as first pitch here is a breaking ball upstairs. Ball 1, Wilson on the year hitting 186. He's got 4 RBIs. He did have a double in the Miners' win over the Peninsula Oilers back on Sunday. 1-0 pitch to him here is swung on and he swings and it hits right off, looked like maybe his hamstring, and then into fair territory, so it'll be ruled a foul ball, and Wilson laboring a bit outside of the box. Should be alright. Shaking it off, and he's in a 1-1 count now.
Well, the last thing you'd want from any of these matchups is anybody to get hurt for an exhibition, so making sure he just takes it easy next time he steps in the batter's box.
Count sits at 1-1. Tyler Wilson batting from the left side, switch hitter. Here's the pitch. It's a breaking ball way upstairs. Nice job by the catcher Camacho to get out of his stance and pluck that one. It's going to be 2-1. All-star outfield playing pretty much straight up. Here's the 2-1. It's over the head of Camacho. This is going to get to the screen. Coming in to score is Josh Morozic easily. Over to third is David Bermudez, and the Miners take a 2-0 lead on a wild pitch. Josh Morozic in to score.
Tough break for the mound right now. Parent trying to pick up where he left off. So far only able to get 1 out in this inning.
3-1 on Tyler Wilson. Other defensive adjustments going over to left field was Plowman. Over to center field is Hanson, as that ball is absolutely scorched out of play. Wilson got all of that, but went about 30 feet foul. As now there is some activity down in the Miners bullpen, and it's Austin Robertson, the Wasilla Post alum, warming up down in the pen, facing his former Legion team. As there's a breaking ball up and in, Wilson jogs down to first. That's a walk, a full count walk. Wilson at first, Bermudez at third, Nick Sorelli to the plate, 1 away.
And it's not getting any easier right now as they head right into the heart of the lineup. It's only going to get tougher here for Parent.
Sorelli walked his first time. The St. John's product from Northern California. Trying to find his way on here. Giant hole up the middle. Not really playing double play depth. And Sorelli squares the butt here, and now left out to dry is David Bermudez, as he will be retired. Oh my goodness, how about that? Sorelli squaring the butt, pulled back, and David Bermudez got caught in the middle of nowhere on the suicide squeeze. So Bermudez tagged out coming home. Up to second goes Wilson, but that's out number 2.
That was unexpected to say the least. Wilson did at least get to advance into scoring position, I guess.
Never seen Sorelli bunt. 1-0 count on him now as there's a pitch way up, 2-0. Bermudez came down and he was as surprised as anyone. There was no contact made with that ball, and he just tried to navigate around Camacho, but he was able to slap the tag on him for the second out. Runner on second now, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Way up high, Sorelli 3-0. Casey Rother, the third baseman, sits on deck.
And a chance to add another runner on, as the Miners are really just getting through their batting order today. Everyone's getting a chance to get significant plate appearances.
Sorelli jogging down to first there. That's a 4-pitch walk. He's on for the second time today via base on balls, and now it's Casey Rother. Rother was hit by a pitch back in the first, able to reach. Now he's got first and second, looking to put the ball in play. I'm sure he'd love to get a nice swing on it.
And Wheels at second as well with Tyler Wilson, so an easy chance for some more runs should he put something through.
There's a ball off the plate from Parent. It's gone 1-0. Outfield playing pretty deep, to say the least. The left fielder over there, Plowman, is playing probably the deepest you'd ever see someone play here at Herman Brothers Field, as there's a pitch up. It's 2-0. Austin Robertson has stopped throwing down in the pen. Maybe he's ready to go. Maybe they opt to go to a different arm, but anyhow, we're at 2-0. Here's the pitch, and it's upstairs, 3-0 on Casey Rother.
So continuing the trend is going to warrant a mound visit, but right now these pitchers can't seem to find the strike zone. I'm not sure if that's intimidation or if they're just not able to reach right now, not getting a lot of hacks from the Miners. So
Ken Ottinger out of the dugout for Wasilla Post to talk to his pitcher, Braden Parent, from Palmer Post, along with Pedro Camacho from Wasilla Post. So Palmer, Wasilla, not playing in the same league in American Legion. Palmer is in a league for slightly smaller towns, as Wasilla is in the biggest league in Alaska, all the Anchorage schools that you'll find there. So biggest competition. Palmer's just a step behind, but they share a boundary. So a lot of these kids probably played baseball with each other growing up, went to school, did pretty much whatever activity. Count sits at 3-0 here on Casey Rother, though, as he swings here and pops this one straight into the air. Over is the third baseman, Brown, into foul territory. He'll snag it. And the Miners out here in the second. They do score a run, though. Josh Morozic in to score on a wild pitch. We'll head to the third. Miners 2, All-Stars nothing. And we'll be back in just a few moments here from Herman Brothers Field. Welcome back here from the Valley as we start the third inning. It's going to be Landon Gugamos, the right fielder, to the plate first. 7, 8, 9 due up. Gugamos, then Jacob Hansen, then Wyatt Walling. Austin Robertson, new arm on. A Wasilla native as the first pitch foul ball from the right fielder Gugamos. We've only seen Robertson one time. He went one inning against the Glacier Pilots a couple weeks back and gave up a run in a relief appearance as he goes 1-1.
And he's deciding to bring the heat for these first few pitches. Lost his cap on the first one as well. So Austin Robertson trying to show out for his alumna as he gets a foul ball there. So ahead now, 1-2.
Counts it to 1-2. Robertson throws from a variety of arm angles. He'll throw over the top, sidearm, whatever you need him to do, as the 1-2 pitch to Gugamos is tapped right back up the middle, and that's going to get into center field. So Landon Gugamos is the first All-Star to reach. He's got a base hit through the middle. Wasn't a screamer by any name of the word, but gets that through. It's a leadoff single for Landon Gugamos, and that'll be Jacob Hansen.
And right now, they broke that streak. First 6 batters were retired. 7th one finally manages to touch the pillow at first.
So Gugamos on, nobody out. Jacob Hansen, who moved from left to center field in the second inning into the box.
We've seen quite a few adjustments. They're really moving people around with this mixed squad.
First pitch from Robertson there is a strike, 0-1. I don't even think Gugamos thought that ball was going to roll into center field. Wasn't hit very hard, and he ran all the way through the bag at first. 0-1 is just off the plate from Robertson. It's gone 1-1. Other ABL action today, we saw the Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks facing off against the Peninsula Oilers. As there's a little dribbler up the line, Sorelli over to field it. He bobbles it, and it's going to get away from him. Everybody's going to be safe as Sorelli unable to come up with that one cleanly. Not sure if that'll be an error or a hit. I would think an error on Sorelli, as now there's 2 on, none out, and catcher Sam Thompson is going to go out there and have a quick conference with Austin Robertson.
And more than likely, they're going to be looking for dropping action. Anything falling right in front of the plate, they're going to want to draw some action and swings to put something in the dirt and create a double play.
Wyatt Walling, the first baseman, to the plate now. Right-handed batter, could definitely see him square around.
And we're seeing a lot more power out of the first base position as the years progress as well, but he's bunting here.
It's a good bunt back to the mound. Robertson up with it. He'll throw to Tyler Wilson, who actually had moved to the infield this inning. He's playing second base now. Morozek's out in center field. Wilson was a super utility at Grand Canyon, but this is the first time we've seen him in the infield in a Miners uniform. He covers first there and catches Robertson's throw. So now second and third, 1 out, coming to the plate, Will Plowman.
And that was a smooth adjustment. He saw Sorelli off the bag and immediately moved into place. Having that speed might just help in the infield more than we thought.
Robertson, right-hander, trying to navigate out of damage. Infield in, first pitch to Plowman is a strike on the outside edge. Plowman's first time to the plate, he struck out. Swinging on a high fastball from Christian Seahorse to win 2 innings, 2 perfect innings at that in this game, striking out 5. Robertson at 0-1. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Pitch diving down low as Robertson generates the swing and a miss, and now he's way ahead, 0-2.
And there's that different arm angle like you mentioned. It's not easy when you see overhand action over and over again. You can pick up on it. He's always going to be giving you something different.
Long staring by Robertson. Now he sets. Here comes the 0-2. And it just missed low. Robertson just missed there. As now it's gone to 1-2 on Will Plowman. Playing left field now. He wears number 3. Plays on the Wasilla post team.
Could have made an argument with that last call, but Robertson just going right back to work.
As he gets a swing and a miss here, Robertson puts away Will Plowman on 4 pitches. It's a big strikeout. Now the infield will be able to play back here with 2 away. And it's going to be Bryant Marks, who hit probably the hardest hit ball of the day for this All-Star team, he's on the Palmer side, but he had a ground ball to the shortstop Bermudez that he had to make a tough play on, but was able to range to his left and throw him out at first. 2 away. Here's the pitch. Swung on back up the middle, and that's into center field. 1 run scores. Here comes the trail runner. The throw to the plate by Morozic is way off line. Into second goes the runner Marks, and he's halfway between second and third. Now going to head back to second. How about that? The All-Star team ties it up here in the 3rd inning. It's a 2-run single for Bryant Marks, and we are all knotted up at 2.
Well, just incredible contact. Took the similar pitch to his last time. This time it was able to get right past Bermudez as no one was sitting in the hole there. And nice awareness as well to see that throw to the plate going way past. Able to get a steal there as well.
Robertson going back to work on Caden Ketchum. Third base, he moved over to second base in the 2nd inning. Ketchum in now, 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And it missed upstairs, 1-1 here on Caden Ketchum, who struck out in the 1st inning.
Ketchum still has a runner in scoring position, and if they want to have some bragging rights, holding an early lead over the Miners is just the way to do it.
As here's a swing and a miss from Ketchum on Robertson. Now has him down in the count, 1-2. Other game besides the Oilers and the Chinooks, which is scoreless in the 3rd, is the Bucks and the Pilots, which is scoreless in the top of the 2nd. Pilots being the home team there, as they still share Mulcahy Stadium, as it's 2-2 now. For the batter at the plate, Caden Ketchum. Go ahead run sits at second base. Robertson at the set, here it comes. And it's off the plate, 3-2, so working it full is Caden Ketchum, and how about this? This All-Star team certainly battling. They are not afraid of this minor team at all. 3-2 pitch. It's a called strike 3, top of the zone. Austin Robertson gets the punch out to end the 3rd, but not before the All-Stars strike for 2 runs on a 2-run single by shortstop Brian Marks. We're headed to the bottom of the 3rd. Miners coming to the plate looking to reclaim the lead here from Herman Brothers Field. Welcome back as we start the bottom of the 3rd here from Herman Brothers Field. As Aaron Walters, the left fielder, steps to the plate. Walters popped out to 3rd base. That was back in the 1st inning.
So far through this game, Legion has more hits than the Miners do, as they just keep popping them up like this.
That one's popped up, and now playing shortstop, Andre Brown, who moved from second to third. Now he's from third to short. It's a pop out. Walter's second of the day, and with one out, it's going to be Tyler Rando.
Definitely not making it easy on anyone scoring defensive substitutions right now. And I say that as the man doing it.
Colton Haas is the new man on the mound for the All-Stars. He plays for the Palmer team. Right-hander, he got that first out. Tyler Rando drove in the first round of the game on a hit-by-pitch as takes a ball there at the breaking ball, 1-0.
And got that first out with only one pitch as well. So far, at this rate, his efficiency is much better than the two we've seen so far with Parent and Walker.
There's a fastball in the dirt. It's 2-0. The Miners have a grueling stretch of games coming up tomorrow. Home against the Peninsula Oilers. And then on Friday, they will head to Anchorage for the ABL midseason showcase. They'll take on the Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks at 11 a.m. And then on Saturday, they'll have a doubleheader, the Oilers at 3 p.m. and the Bucks at 7 p.m. as there's a strike to Reno, 2-1. And then the Bucks, July 11th, a Sunday at 4 p.m. Then Monday, the 12th, which was supposed to be an off day, as Rando swings and lines this one into left center field. That ball's going to get down and roll to the wall. Rando around first. He's hustling. He's moving into second. Tyler Rando with a stand-up, one-out double. He goes to the left center field gap there. The Miners have a runner on second with just one away. But going back to that schedule, there was supposed to be an off day on the Monday. But there is no off day anymore, as yesterday's game against the Anchorage Glacier Pilots was rained out, so they will play at 7 p.m. on Monday the 12th, and then they have 3 straight games, all on the road, the 13th at the Glacier Pilots, the 14th at the Bucks, the 15th at the Bucks.
It's a long road ahead of the Miners, so right now, I'm sure they're appreciating some kind of exhibition like this. Not as high energy and more fun to relax for the squad.
There's a breaking ball to Sam Thompson. Strike one.
Regardless, this Legion team is showing up, and I'm sure the Miners don't want them to have the lead for too long.
As there's a ball shot into left center field, but moving back for it and over is the center fielder Hanson. He's up with it. He'll make the play. Sam Thompson, the second out of the inning, and now the Miners' last hope to take the lead here in the third. It's going to be Josh Morozic, who moved to center field back in the third.
That was the loudest out the Miners have had so far. Tyler Rando able to put it into the gap. Sam Thompson took a similar approach. That one just a bit too high.
Morozic, left-handed batter, as Rando takes off for third base, and he's going to swipe it easily. Not really being held on by Haas. Tyler Rando, the designated hitter, doesn't steal a ton of bases. Taking off there, he swipes one. Josh Morozic watches strike one. So now Rando on third. 2 away.
Rando has more speed than you might initially think, but he's been working on his cardio a lot, especially his movements with players like Ricky Nunez.
There's a breaking ball to Morozic, just missed. It's 1-1. If it could get to him, David Bermudez looms on deck. Morozic swings here. It's a hard grounder up the first base line, just foul. Wyatt Walling would have been able to easily tag the bag and end the inning. Instead, Morozic gets another chance at 1-2.
Right now, it seems like this Legion team is getting more confident as the game goes on. So, see what Haas is able to do if he's able to put up the first scoreless frame.
As the 1-2 pitch is hammered down the right field line, but that's going to go foul. Short hopping the right field wall down the foul line right near the bullpen. Morozic got into that one, but looks to straighten it out now. 1-2 again. Colton Haas looking to work a scoreless third inning. At the set here, it's the 1-2, and it comes inside. It's going to skip by Camacho, and this game is going to be a Miners lead. As trotting home to score the third run of the day for the Miners is Tyler Rando, and it is now 3-2 Miners here in the third.
3 straight innings with at least one scored Miners getting men on and bringing them home. Definitely not continuing a trend of leaving anyone on base. As Josh Morozic looks at the empty bases in front of him now.
Morozic, 2-2 pitch. It's a breaking ball way up. And count goes full on him. So Morozic able to battle a little bit. And looks to reach now. Count's full, nowhere to put him except out or on the bags here. 3-2 pitch coming. It's a breaking ball, and it's ball 4. It just missed. Morozic trots down to first. He's aboard for the second time today, and now it's going to be David Bermudez, the shortstop.
Well, drew that hit by pitch earlier, so Morozic, the walking king for the Miners, as he's been on twice with different variations of walks.
The Alaska Baseball League standings are right now in the Miners' favor, to say the least. Right now they sit at 15-7. Even with the 2 off days, one scheduled, one by rain, as Morozic takes off down to second base here, and Camacho with a perfect throw. My goodness. How about that? Pedro Camacho putting it on the money down to second base. Josh Morozic caught stealing. We're going to head to the 4th. Miners 3, All-Stars 2. And we'll be back here from Herman Brothers Field after just a short break. Welcome back as we start the 4th inning. Austin Robertson back out there for another inning of work, as swinging and missing here is the cleanup hitter, Evan Walker, and he's quickly behind 0-2. But going back to what I was saying before the break about the standings is there is a log jam right now as Walker swings and puts this one fairly deep right field on the run. Cumbo, he's not going to get it. It's all the way to the wall. Cumbo up with it in right. He'll go to second. How about that? Evan Walker on an 0-2 pitch going deep to right field. A 2-hopper off the right field wall, and it's a leadoff double for the All-Stars. But that logjam, back to it. Glacier Pilots 11-11, Anchorage Bucks 11-11, Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks 11-11. So the Miners a full 4 games ahead of that logjam, all of them tied for second, and then at the bottom, 8 games back, are the Peninsula Oilers, who are just looking to rack up a few wins right now. As the batter at the plate, Andre Brown, shoots that one foul. The Oilers did get a win last night, though, over the Bucks, which created that logjam, actually.
And the Oilers, while they are off to a slower start, are definitely not out of contention. 3 wins behind those teams, and with intercontest competition, they're bound to pull closer should they win a series or 2.
As that ball shot foul, it's 0-2 here on Andre Brown. And the Oilers obviously completing that grueling road stretch that they do a couple of times a year. I mean, they have to go a long way and play 10, 12 games in as many days as here's a slow grounder at the short. Bermudez up with it. He'll go to Mike Ferreira, who was just inserted into the game at first base for Nick Sorelli for the first out. Also into the game, Ricky Nunez in left field for the left fielder Walters, and then Jared Sweeney over at third for Casey Rother.
Everyone's getting a chance in this one to at least get out in the field, get your cleats dirty, get a swing or so. I appreciate that everybody's getting at least a chance, but right now they are also dealing with a runner at third who could tie this ball game once again.
Here's the first pitch. It's a strike to the six-hitting Pedro Camacho, who showcased a really nice throwing arm. Threw out Josh Morozic, stealing to end the third. 0-1 here on Camacho as Robertson steps off. Now he's back on, but once the Oilers wrap up this road trip on the 10th of July, which is Saturday, they only have two road games remaining all year. The 28th and 29th of July, they have one long homestand with two home series, 5 games against the Chinooks, 5 games against the Pilots. So, I mean, they do well in those, and they can be right back in the thick of things as Robertson goes ahead 1-2. The Anchorage Bucks are another team with a lot of games upcoming, and they only have 2 off days from today, July 7th, until July 22nd, as it goes 2-2 here on Pedro Camacho.
Camacho almost got Cumbo as well, if you can remember back to the first inning, where he was almost nearly caught stealing. Robertson.
Tapper back to the mound there. He'll go to first. Did a good job to knock that ball down. Picks it up. He'll go to first. Ferreira gloves it 2 away.
Nice awareness by Robertson, too, to still check on the runner at third before heading back to first. But we also look like we have a pinch hitter coming in.
Yeah, the pinch hitter is going to be Jace Krall from the Wasilla Post team. Jace Krall, usually a third baseman by trade. That's now with 2 outs. Infield back. Here's the first pitch. It's swung on and dribbled back up the middle. Bermudez up with it, going to first, and just in time to get Jace Krall down the first baseline. That ball was back up the middle again, just not hit nearly as hard as the one Bryant Marks had. So, a leadoff double for the All-Stars, but they can't bring him around. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Miners 3, All-Stars 2. We'll be back here from Herman Brothers Field in just a few moments. Welcome back here from Herman Brothers Field as we start the bottom of the fourth. David Bermudez, the shortstop, first to the plate. E.J. Cumbo, top of the order, due up next. New pitcher on, Jace Kroll, who pinch hit back in the top of this inning. Now he's on the bump to pitch. And the first one to Bermudez is shot up in the air, straight away center. Coming on is the center fielder Hansen. He camps under it. He'll make the catch. One pitch, one out as Bermudez is retired. First man out in the bottom of the fourth. Now TJ Cumbo.
Well, I haven't seen a strikeout so far for the Miners, so putting the ball in play and letting your fielders do their work is the best strategy that they've come up with so far on the Legion side.
Cumbo back in for another plate appearance. He walked earlier and walked and scored earlier as there's a foul ball as he scored the bunt. Actually, no, pulled back. It was just dropped by the catcher Camacho. It's 1-0.
After that walk, he had a sac hit to advance the runners in the second as well, so been a big part of at least creating the scoring here.
1-0 pitch, and it missed low and away. Cumbo ahead 2-0. Haven't been too many hard hit balls by the Miners, struggling to get their timing down. We saw Tyler Rando hit a double to the gap. Sam Thompson hit a long fly ball that was caught, and then a screaming single by Wilson, but that's been it, as there's 3-0 on E.J. Cumbo.
Able to pull himself back there, too. Not a whole lot of momentum going into that swing. Kept him from breaking his wrist there.
3-0 pitch. On the way. And it just missed away. Cumbo aboard for the second time today. He walks, and now it's going to be Tyler Wilson. 1 on, 1 out.
So another walk added to the total, and Jay Cumbo is responsible for 2 of them. Morozic's responsible for another 2, so we got a few players that are really not swinging the bat as much, but demonstrating some excellent plate discipline.
Here's the first pitch to Wilson as it's fouled up in the air and back out of play. 1-1 on Wilson, who on the day grounded out to second and walked. Mike Ferreira, who was inserted into the game as a defensive replacement in the top of this inning, looms on deck in the on-deck circle. 0-1 to Wilson, and it missed inside. So Wilson evens it up now, 1-1.
I think the selectiveness we're seeing from the batters is really the sign that a lot of pitchers have to deal with when they go up a talent level. It's how much less people swing at stuff that you think will generally work.
Runner takes off here as that pitch was in the dirt. Swinging was Wilson. Up to second base without a throw is the runner Cumbo. So he swipes second base. Cumbo now, or rather, Tyler Wilson out a 1-2 count.
That'll be Cumbo's second bag unannounced as well, so he's 2 for 2 on the game.
It's like some stretching. Maybe down in the Miners bullpen. Possibly James Aaron, another Wasilla guy, has picked up a ball and at least started to move around a little bit. 1-2 on Wilson. Here it comes. Swung on and fouled to the screen. Pitch a bit out of the zone, but Wilson going after it. Staying alive. 1-2. Jace Kroll trying to work a scoreless 4th inning.
Chance here for a punch out as well. And, you know, nobody wants to be the person that becomes the first strikeout for the Miners, but it seems like it's nearly inevitable. Regardless, Tyler Wilson fighting off becoming the first himself.
Wilson doing everything he can now to stay alive. It's 1-2. Guerrero with a ton of power on deck. Bermudez out at second. Pretty good lead. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's a breaking ball and it missed away, so Wilson takes that one. He's evening it up now, 2-2. That would be James Aaron in the pen. He's got a 3.09 ERA on the year as 2-2 is shot back up the middle. That's going to get into center field. Bermudez around third, being waved home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's not going to be in time. David Bermudez comes home. There's an RBI single for Tyler Wilson. 4-2 Miners here in the bottom of the fourth.
And didn't even have to get dirty on that play. A nice run and hit from EJ Cumbo and Tyler Wilson there.
4-2 Miners, as it'll be Mike Ferreira to the plate now. Jared Sweeney, who also entered into the game as a defensive replacement in the top of the fourth, sits in the on-deck circle. Another switch hitter. He'll hit lefty against the right-hander. On the mound for the All-Stars, Jace Crawl. Ferreira still looking for his first home run of the year. Be interesting to see if he can get into one here, as that pitch is up and in, ball one. It's a 1-0. Alaska Highway Safety Office reminds you that when your speed increases on the road, so does your chance for a crash. Don't put your schedule ahead of everyone else's safety. Stop speeding before it stops you, as Mike Ferreira shoots this one deep left center field, way back there, and it's off the wall on a hop. Around third is Wilson. Still picking it up is Hanson in left center field, and rolling around third base to score. There's an RBI double. Mike Ferreira getting into one, and it's 5-2 Miners here in the fourth.
And he saw them struggling to pick up the ball in the outfield. Ferreira started thinking about third for a second. Luckily pulled himself back to keep the inning alive.
Hanson struggled to pick it up out there in left center field, and by the time he got a good grip of it, Tyler Wilson was already being waved around the bag, and he scored easy. So 5-2, Jared Sweeney coming into the plate now. Sweeney in at third base. Runner at second sits Mike Ferreira. 5-2 Miners here in the fourth. Ricky Nunez, another defensive replacement, sits in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch, and it missed in the dirt, ball one. It's an exhibition game. Part of me is hoping, or all of me is hoping the Miners pull away, but even more so is maybe seeing a pitcher getting to hit or a hitter getting to pitch. So Will Johnston carrying a bat before the game as Sweeney takes that pitch. It's a ball.
And just because they're primarily pitchers doesn't mean they're not capable of swinging the bat as well. I've lost $50 personally to
That was a stupid bet.
Michael Paul because he was hitting it in pitcher's VP. It was a dumb thought, but, you know, just a little provoking to see if he could actually hit it.
For the first pitcher to hit one in, the first pitcher's BP we saw since he made that bet, Michael Paul, I believe, was the second guy up and went deep right away. So that there was no like hope. Maybe nobody will hit it. I'll keep my money. No, it was out immediately, pretty much.
We'll see if Paulie gets the chance to swing the bat today.
Pitch is fouled away there by Sweeney. That's at 3-1. Other ABL scores, the Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks have taken the lead on the Peninsula Oilers. They lead by a score of 2-0 in the fourth, as there's a breaking ball to Sweeney, just a bit outside. Jared Sweeney draws a walk on 5 pitches. So Sweeney reaches first. They'll be first and second. Ricky Nunez, who came off the bench against the Oilers on Sunday, had a double coming to the plate now.
And coming up with 2 on and only 1 away, Ricky Nunez has a chance to keep this inning going. Even if he should get a board, he has plenty of speed to challenge this.
Seatbelt is the biggest assist your car can give you. Be a team player, wear a seatbelt, arrive alive. This message is brought to you by the Alaska Highway Safety Office. Ball one there from Jace Crawl to Ricky Nunez.
Jace Crawl just looking to get out of this inning. Started with that quick 1-pitch, 1-out to David Bermudez. Ever since then, he has really been feeling the brunt of this Miners offense.
1-0 count as Nunez goes back up the middle into center field. Ferreira around third. He's going to try to score. The throw to the plate will not go to the plate. Instead, it's to the cutoff man. It's another RBI. This time, Ricky Nunez back up the middle. It's a single. 6-2 Miners here in the fourth.
Well, if you are looking for a hit parade, this fourth inning is delivering right now for the Miners. They are easily more than doubling their score in this inning as they've now matched the 3 total.
I'd like to give a shout out to the official sponsor of Matsu Miners Travel, Alaska Airlines. 6-2 Miners, still only 1 out here in the fourth. Here's the pitch, swung on by Kevin Nakamura. A pinch hitter off the bench as he pops this one up into the middle of the infield. It's the shortstop over there. I believe that was Caden Ketchum making the grab. 2 away. Nakamura sent back to the dugout. Now it's going to be the catcher, Sam Thompson. Nakamura was pinch hitting for Tyler Randall. Thompson in next. Thompson on the day. Grounded to third on a force out, and then hit a hard liner to center field that was tracked down, so he was retired. He's got a chance now for his first hit. Nunez at first. Sweeney at second. First pitch is going to skip away from Camacho. Took a hop off, maybe a rock in the dirt in front of home plate, and a funny hop that Camacho didn't even have a chance to block. It goes to the backstop. Moving up is Sweeney and Nunez at second and third. Still 2 away. 1-0 count on Sam Thompson.
Thompson's been getting solid contact, but so far not putting it in the perfect spot. And that seems to be a trend he's had to fight this year. But when he really gets into a ball, no surprising that he can pick up 2 bases or more.
So he watches strike 1 there at the knees. Thompson, 1-1 count. From Bremen, Georgia. I know I definitely mispronounced that. He's corrected me several times, but I can't even remember what he said, to be completely honest with you. Somewhere on the west side of Georgia. I know that is. Thompson shoots this one deep center field, going back. Hansen still going, and he'll make the catch. Sam Thompson just cannot get any luck hitting the ball today. And a screamer there, deep center, but tracked down out there by Hansen. We'll head to the 5th. Miners 6, All-Stars 2. We'll be back here from Herman Brothers Field after a short break. Back here from Herman Brothers Field as Colton Haas steps to the plate. He's in an 0-1 count and now in an 0-2 count. Breaking ball there spun by the new pitcher on the mound, former Wasilla post player James Aaron, right-hander from Corbin University, on here in the 5th as the 0-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. How about that? James Aaron blowing by Colton Haas with 3 straight strikes. Gets that last one swinging, 1 away. Now coming to the plate for the Wasilla Road Warriors or rather the All-Stars plays for the Wasilla Road Warriors, is going to be Wyatt Walling.
Walling had a sack hit in his first time at the plate already, so he's faced off against some former Wasilla Palmer talent. Gets to continue it here with Aaron, and right now neither of them taking it easy on the youngsters.
Aaron with 4 straight strikes to open the game. or open his appearance out of the pen and make it 5 as here's the little tapper down to third. Tough play. Sweeney on the move and he throws it away. This ball's going to go up the right field line. Moving to second is Walling. We'll see if he puts on the brakes there. He will. So that's going to go down as an error on Jared Sweeney. And moving up to second on the error is Wyatt Walling. So runner at second and just one away. Now coming to the plate, it's going to be Jacob Hansen.
So putting a man in scoring position immediately. Now Hansen getting a chance to step up.
So Aaron still beginning the game with 5 straight strikes in his appearance out of the pen, but a bit unlucky there. That was a tough play by Sweeney, but Aaron nonetheless has now a runner on second, just one out. Here's the pitch to Jacob Hansen, called strike 1. 6 straight strikes for Aaron. He's working here. He hasn't seen much action as of late, but has pitched. He's been a mainstay in both the rotation and the bullpen, as that one is a screamer back to the screen off the bat of Hansen. And the count sits now at 0-2.
And you're correct in Aaron not getting as many chances lately, but plenty of roster spots going around right now, bringing in some new talent as well for the team. So wouldn't be surprised to see them return to him for some stability.
As there's a fastball called strike 3. Put away is Hansen. Second out of the inning. And James Aaron just went out away from working out of this, as now coming to the plate for the All-Stars is going to be number 8, Bryant Marks. And Marks had the only scoring for this All-Star team on the day. A 2-run single back in the third.
Not surprised to see him get a third at-bat as well, considering he's had such solid contact. Even the ground out he had Bermudez was nicely placed.
There's a breaking ball for strike 1. Aaron came in. As I said earlier, 3.09 ERA. He's allowed just a 205 batting average against him as that pitch is shot up into foul ground. Sweeney, long run. He's really trucking over there, but just out of his reach. Sweeney with really good hustle in the foul ground.
Might be the fastest we've seen Sweeney hit top speed this year. As he was hustling over there, showing off the burners.
That's one thing you'll never have to question with Jared Sweeney is his hustle. He'll move. Aaron also allowing a 1.45 whip on the year. He's got Bryant Marks in an 0-2 hole. Here's the pitch, and it missed low, so 1-2. Bryant Marks hitting from the left side. 1 for 2. Had that single earlier, so grounded to short. Overcast day. We've seen rain in periods, a little bit of drizzle of rain, and it has not been warm. It's been mid-50s pretty much all day. A cold spurt the last few days coming through the valley, as it's been a very cold start to June, at least the past few days, as now it's 2-2.
Hate to inform you, partner, but we are in July.
July. The months are screwing me up.
We had a holiday recently. I'm not sure if you were there, but
I think I was there. Maybe I wasn't. I don't know. 3-2 now, as missing there was Aaron. I guess maybe the cold is like
throwing you off.
Yeah, the cold is throwing me off more than anything else, because I'm thinking there's no way it's supposed to be this cold in July. Back home in Michigan, where I'm from, it's 90 plus right now. I mean, they're getting hit by a heat wave as that pitch misses up and away, ball 4. Actually, the heat wave ended a couple days ago, I should clarify, but it was 90 plus for several days straight. So Marks works back out of an 0-2 hole to walk, and now coming to the plate for the All-Stars is going to be Braden Parent from the Palmer post team. 2 on, 2 out. Aaron trying to tightrope around damage. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike, top of the zone, 0-1. I'd like to give a big shout out to the sponsor of 2021 Matsu Miners Baseball, Pacific Northwest Regional Council of Carpenters and Carpenters Union Local 1281. Aaron 0-1 here to Braden Parent as he steps out. Aaron going to step off the mound now and readjust.
That last walk was the first one the Miners have given out so far today. They've given up a few hits here and there, maybe even an error, but no walks prior to that one.
As that ball is dribbled back to the mound, but it's under the glove of James Aaron. He was unable to field it cleanly. That'll go down as an error on Aaron. I would assume, yeah, he was unable to field that. That's the third error of the game for the Miners. Clean game for the All-Stars so far, but Aaron's error makes it bases loaded, as instead of getting off the field easy, now he's going to have to go through the bat of number 7, Evan Walker.
Walker got that double earlier as well, sending it over Cumbo's head.
Walker watches ball 1 on the breaking ball, as Kevin Nakamura is going to jog out to the mound and talk with Aaron a little bit. Maybe a tad bit rattled after that error. And the bases still sit loaded. Somehow, after all of this, the tying run is at the plate. Evan Walker. We've already seen a double today by the All-Stars on a ball hit very hard to right field over Cumbo's head. 1-0 pitch is up high. It's gone 2-0. Aaron falls behind as now on 2-0. I mean, he's really got to get something over the plate.
Gotta offer something. Bases loaded. Nowhere to put this man.
2-0 pitch. And it just missed again. Aaron has fallen behind 3-0. That double earlier was hit by the man at the plate, Evan Walker, going the opposite way. He's in a 3-0 count here as he watches strike 1 at the knees. Walker 3-1.
Gotta start using some challenge pitches. Can't pitch around anyone right now. Even if you want them to chase. Right now, he's in a favorable count.
3-1 pitch. And it missed up high. How about that? The air comes back around to haunt the Miners as walking home. For the All-Stars, the score is Wyatt Walling, and it's a 6-3 ball game. And RBI on the walk. Right there. By Evan Walker. As next man to the plate is Andre Brown. Takes a fastball for strike 1. Tying run over at first base. Go ahead run at the plate in the form of Brown. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball. Good pitch. Spun it up there with a curveball. It's 0-2.
Nice execution by Aaron right after that walk for the run to get ahead with 2 quick strikes here.
0-2 pitch. Check swing. Just got a piece of that on the hands. Brown manages to foul it away. Still 0-2. Make sure you give a follow to our social medias on Twitter at ABL Miners, all uppercase ABL, lowercase Miners, as there's ball 1 to Brown. Our Instagram, Matsu_Miners, and then check out our Facebook as well. Just look up Matsu Miners on Facebook and you'll find it. Stay up to date with any news, giveaways, schedules, etc. You'll find on there as Aaron spins a breaking ball. It's 2-2.
Right now, Legion's showing some excellent discipline back as they get behind in these counts, but so far haven't been put away.
2-2 pitch is blocked by Nakamura, going nowhere. Off third base is Bryant Marks, but all of a sudden, Aaron, after being ahead 0-2, has fallen into a 3-2 count once again.
So far, one of the errors already coming back to haunt the Miners. They did have 2 errors in this inning, so their woes might not be over just yet.
As the 3-2 pitch is a called strike 3, outside edge. Looking at it was Andre Brown. He's out as the last man in the 5th. All-Stars get a run on an RBI walk. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Miners 6, All-Stars 3. We'll be back here from the Valley in just a few moments. Welcome back to Herman Brothers Field. As we start the bottom of the fifth, we'd like to give a shout out to the sponsor of the 2021 Matsu Miners Summer Clinic, which is next week. Next Tuesday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That sponsor is the Alaska USA Federal Credit Union. Josh Morozic in now, takes ball 1. We have a new pitcher on. It's Bryant Marks. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Behind, or maybe in front of that, rather, is Morozic, as he tried to hit that to the moon. Instead, it's 1-1. Another score update. The Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks now lead the Peninsula Oilers in the bottom of the fifth by a score of 3-1. That's in Chugiak. As this ball is shot into right field, that's a base hit. Josh Morozic reaches base on a base hit. That'll be another hit for Morozic on the day as he's aboard. And now with 1 on, nobody out, David Bermudez, the shortstop, to the plate. Bermudez, who reached to lead off that long 4th inning. Miners have scored in every inning today. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 3 in the fourth. First pitch, Bermudez misses in the dirt, ball 1.
Bermudez got that single in the second as well to drive forward the runners, but did eventually get caught stealing.
There's a pitch missing, 2-0. Bermudez, a favorable count. He's already hit a home run this year, so he has power. Squaring to bunt early here as the pitch comes in, pulls back, ball 3, thrown out to first base to check in on Morozic, snap throw by the catcher. That was Pedro Camacho. He is not in time, 3-0.
Camacho's really keeping them on their toes out there. No one's really safe on the base path. Already thrown out 1 already.
As here's ball 4 in the dirt, David Bermudez. 4th plate appearance to the game. He'll jog down to first with a walk. First and second now. Coming to the plate, E.J. Cumbo. Cumbo's last at-bat walked and scored. He's got a couple of walks on the day, as a matter of fact.
And he's not even putting too much emphasis on fouling off balls. He's taken a 4-pitch walk and a 5-pitch walk so far.
Cumbo in for another at-bat. Here it is. Ball 1. Actually, Cumbo today hasn't had an at-bat. He's had 3 plate appearances. No official at-bats. Sacrifice hit along with those walks. A 4th plate appearance for Cumbo. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hammered. Right center field, way back and off the fence. Or rather, that's gone.
That's over the fence.
Oh my goodness, that ball was over the fence. The right fielder out there slipped. E.J. Cumbo gets into his first home run of the year. A long shot into right field. A 3-run home run. Miners lead 9-3 here from the Valley.
Well, that's one way to put yourself into the hit column. First official at-bat of the day goes yard.
How about that? E.J. Cumbo going yard. And now it's going to be Tyler Wilson. Taking Bryant Marks deep, the first home run of the game for either team. Miners extend that lead from 3-6, a clear double. It's the pitch to Tyler Wilson, and it's taken high, ball 1.
So Miners, no outs now in this inning, and 3 already across the plate.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit in a shallow center field, coming on, and not able to make the catch is Andre Brown, who just came into the game in center field. Actually, rather, that's Hansen still out there in center field. As the ball drops in front of Hansen, it's a single for Tyler Wilson as the hit parade continues.
So now Mike Ferrara going to be coming back up to the plate, and he hit a double last time he was up here, so he was just as close as Cumbo. If he can get another solid contact here, he could put this 1 yard.
As there's solid contact indeed, left field, see you later.
That one's in the
My
trees.
Goodness, Mike Ferreira, get into it. Hasta luego. 2-run home run to left field. That was a no-doubter. Ferreira getting into it. It's 11-3 Miners.
And run up the score, why don't you? Matsu just rallying all over the Legion All-Stars.
That ball was absolutely crushed by Ferreira. And Mark's out on the mound now having a conversation with Ken Ottinger out on the mound, laughing a little bit like, man, I did not expect to see Mike Ferreira a couple days ago at the plate. As obviously this game was kind of thrown together last minute. Ferreira destroys that baseball. It's 11-3 as the conference continues on the mound.
And Ferreira, before this game, had been really knocking off the schneid the last few games, so I think you could officially say he's got a bit of a confidence boost from this one. 2 extra base hits already on the day.
Ferreira absolutely scorching one. It'll be up to Jared Sweeney to continue the party at the plate. Miners with 5 here in the 5th, and still no one out. Marks winds and fires. Here it comes. Breaking ball missed outside. 1-0.
At this point, Mark's just hoping to get the first out of this inning, get some kind of momentum back on their side.
1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss from Sweeney. He was trying to become the 3rd hitter of the inning to go a yard. Instead, it's a swing and a miss, strike 1.
Right now, the Miners been increasing their production as the game's gone on. 1 in the first 2, 3 in the 3rd, and 5 here. Right now, the Miners really threatening.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's popped up into short left field. Ranging over is the shortstop. He'll make the play. 1 away as Sweeney is retired.
And sigh of relief finally from the Legion side. Even a bit of communication out there between Crail and their shorty will go a long way as he's calling him off the last second just to put that one away.
1 out, Ricky Nunez, right-handed batter to the plate.
Ricky Nunez pulled in his own RBI single last time up.
Breaking ball there, strike 1, Nunez down 0-1.
So Mark's finally able to record his first out, looking to make it 2 here.
As here's a pitch chopped down to short, up with it, and throwing to first, Nunez is out. The 2nd out of the inning, 2 away.
Nice collect and throw there. Pretty solid line drive throw. So now Kevin Nakamura going to be coming back up to the plate for the Miners. He has home run capability as well. Will he be the 3rd to cash in this inning, or will they finally put an end to the raid?
2 outs, Nakamura in. First pitch here, swung on in line down the left field line. That's a fair ball. It's going to roll up the line. Nakamura around first, taking a big turn. He'll go back to the bag. And that's a 2-out single for Kevin Nakamura. And now it's going to be Sam Thompson.
And a bit of a stumble there from Nakamura. Should he have come around first more cleanly, I don't have a doubt he would have made it in the 2nd, where he put that ball right along the line.
Thompson with 2 really hard hit balls. Just unlucky day his last one. To deep center, but it was tracked down by the center fielder Hansen.
And it's happened the last 2 times he's come to the plate. Right now, he wants to add a hit to his own total. Seen almost everybody else, top to bottom of the Miners lineup, add a hit.
He gets that one over the glove of the 3rd baseman. Crawls, steaming around 2nd into 3rd. It's Nakamura with a slide. He gets under it. It's 1st and 3rd now. That'll probably go down as an error on Jace Crawl. Maybe a base hit. Couldn't really tell if he touched the ball. Anyway, you slice it, it's going to be 1st and 3rd for Josh Morozic.
Tough to say. That bounce on the glove may give him some benefit of the doubt. So now Josh Morozic coming back up to the plate in what's going to be his second time in this inning.
As he takes ball one off the outside, Morozic opened the party with a base hit, grounded through the right side his first time up. First and third now. 2 away. Morozic looking to continue the party is taken off as Thompson pitches in the dirt, not even thinking about throwing down to second. Is the catcher Camacho, so Thompson up to second base. That's an easy stolen base, probably the easiest stolen base of his life, as nobody was even really covering and the pitch was in the dirt. So 2-0 now on Josh Morozic.
We won't take away from your accomplishment, Sam.
It's the pitch, and it missed low and in. Good block by Camacho. 3-0.
For Camacho and his blocking, we've already seen 3 wild pitches in this game. We could have seen plenty more. Camacho behind the ditch is doing his job well right now. Tough situation.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. And he missed. Oh, man, where did that one miss? Marks probably thought he had strike one. Instead, it's ball 4. And trotting down to first base is Josh Morozic. That's his second walk by balls today. Also was hit by a pitch. Now Marks is going to hand this ball off, and it appears his day is done. We're going to have a new pitcher coming out of the All-Stars bullpen. We'll tell you about him after we get back from a short break here at Herman Brothers Field. Welcome back here at Herman Brothers Field as we have a new arm inserted into the game. And David Bermudez on now. He's got the bases full, sacks full, 2 away. Bermudez, who walked second batter of this inning. So now he's in as there's ball 1.
Keon Leaders is going to be the new arm on the bump from Palmer. He initially plays second baseman primarily, but right now getting a chance from the rubber.
As there's ball 2 there. Landers missed away. Bermudez looking to add an additional insurance onto an already big inning. We've seen 2 home runs. E.J. Cumbo, Mike Ferreira. As this ball is popped up into short right center, calling everybody off is the second baseman. That is, I believe, Dayton Greer. Yes, it is, as he makes the catch. And that'll end the 5th. But the Miners get 5. 3-run home run, E.J. Cumbo. 2-run home run, Mike Ferreira. We're headed to the 6th. The Miners 11, All-Stars 3. We'll be back here from Herman Brothers Field after a short break. Pedro Camacho is the first batter for the All-Stars to the plate as we begin the sixth. And first pitch is going to run inside and hit him in the back. James Aaron coming up and in. Hits Camacho, and that's a runner on with nobody out. Now striding to the plate is going to be Jace Krall. Krall's last time up, we saw him in the fourth. He hit a ground ball back up the middle, pinch hitting, but was retired as David Bermudez cut him down 6-3. So Camacho leads off first. Here's the pitch. Fastball, strike one. Aaron gets ahead. Going to see Aaron probably at least for the rest of this inning, ideally, and then remain to be seen what happens for the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Here's the pitch. Swung on and grounded slowly to the right side. On to get his Morozic. He'll shovel over to Ferreira. No play at second. One away. Fielder's choice. Morozic to Ferreira. One out.
And we see Wilson moved back into center field, so he and Morozic took a switch for about an inning or two. Now the two of them back in their primary position.
With the infield shortage with J.D. Urso's season-ending injury and Jordan Williams, who also had a season-ending injury, I mean, things are starting to get thin on the infield for the Miners. So Tyler Wilson, who has some super utility potential, played pretty much everywhere at Grand Canyon University, getting his chance to play in the infield a little bit. As striding to the plate now is Colton Haas, who takes strike one. Haas, a left-handed batter against the right-hander Aaron. Miners lead by 8. It's 11-3 here in the 6th. Here's the pitch. Fastball just up. Ball one. Comes the 1-1 pitch. It's a swing and a miss. Haas behind on a fastball. Count is ran to 1-2. Aaron sets. Here it comes. And it's a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Colton Haas, 2 away. Here in the 6th. As Aaron 1 out away from working a scoreless 6. Stepping to the plate now, it's going to be Braden Methvin. Methvin playing on the Palmer team. This is his first at-bat of the day. As he swings and misses, first pitch there, strike one. Methvin. Left-handed batter. Like I said, first at-bat of the day, trying to drive in a run as he watches a breaking ball there for ball one. Game won't have any effect on the standings, so regardless of what happens in this game tonight, the Miners are going to lose a bit of their lead as the Anchorage Glacier Pods and Anchorage Bucks play. As there's a quick pickoff throw back to second base, and caught napping at second base is the runner Pedro Camacho. So James Aaron picks off a runner, and that'll end the 6th. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th. Miners due up, looking for some additional runs, and we'll be back here from the Valley in just a few moments. Welcome back as the man who destroyed the only 3-run homer of the game coming to the plate now, E.J. Cumbo, as we start the bottom of the 6th. Miners scored in every inning, 1-1-1, 3-5. Their innings as new pitcher on Braden Methvin, left-hander, throws ball 1 there. He winds on 1-0 and fires. As this ball is smashed into right field, and that ball is going to get to the wall. Hits the bottom of the wall. Cumbo around first, steamrolling into second, and he's in there standing up. About that, a leadoff double. E.J. Cumbo continuing his nice power day at the plate, to say the least. He has not been out on a ball or on a plate appearance without having at least a productive out. He had that sacrifice hit earlier, a couple of walks and a home run to go along with that double. And now it's Tyler Wilson who will bat from the right side for the first time today. First pitch to him is fouled back over the screen, 0-1.
And I like this from Wilson. You never want to become too reliant on one side as a switch hitter. So testing out his right side now that he's facing a lefty on the mound.
Now it's an 0-1. Here it comes. It's a breaking ball. Called strike 2. Or bit of confusion maybe. Maybe a ball there. Umpire had a hand signal, but maybe it wasn't signify a strike as that pitch is up and away. Then here it comes, and it missed inside. Another ball. Wilson just watching and waiting. Here's the pitch. Up high, and indeed, that is ball 4. Tyler Wilson jogging down to first base. 2 on, none out here in the 6th. And Mike Ferreira, who hit maybe the hardest ball. Actually, not maybe. That was definitely the hardest hit ball of the year for the Miners. Back just an inning ago. So he hit it to the trees.
Sorelli put one in the state fairgrounds on the right side, but Ferreira's shot, it ringed.
As there's a hard hit ball down to third. Nice play, Jace Kroll. Throw across, and that's a double play. Oh, baby, Jace Kroll. Ground ball sharply to him. Went and tagged the bag. Able to throw out Ferreira across the diamond. So that'll go down as a 5-3 double play. And now 2 outs. Jared Sweeney will bat from the right side for the first time today. Switch hitter against the left-hander. As they play in the 7th over in Shugiak, and Shugiak Eagle River Chinooks sit at a 3-1 lead in the 7th inning. Actually, just ended the bottom of the 7th, so we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. 3-1. Chinooks were able to score 2 runs in the 3rd and 1 in the 5th. Oilers' lone run coming in the 5th as there's a swing and a miss from Sweeney.
Sweeney came in right after that Mike Ferreira bomb too, so.
We have a arm warming up. Looks like a left-hander in the Miners' pen as that pitch is up. And for a ball, 2-1.
Sweeney looking to recapture some momentum here. Not having to swing too much right now, though.
So he watches strike 2, and Methvin just a strike away from working the first scoreless frame out of the All-Stars today, but he's not going to get it there as a breaking ball misses away.
That was actually strike 2 for that one, as it's a full count now.
As this pitch is swung on, hit up in the air, left center field, long run for the center fielder, but he'll make the catch in deep left center field. Sweeney got just under it, and that'll be the last out in the 6th. We're on to the 7th. Miners 11, All-Stars 3. We'll be back here from Herman Brothers Field in just a moment. New pitcher on for the 7th is Lance Santerre out of Delta Community College. He'll be transferring to the University of San Francisco next fall as Braden Methvin back to the plate. He was at the plate when Camacho was picked off to end the 6th, so he'll get another chance in the box. And the first pitch is a fastball, strike one. Santerre goes ahead. No defensive replacements for the Miners as they're sticking with what they got. As there's a swing and a miss, Methvin down 0-2.
And Lance Santerre might be the toughest pitcher they've matched up with so far, as he has some powerful stuff in the zone.
And powerful stuff indeed, as he blows away Methvin with the fastball. Strikeout on 3 pitches. Good start there for Lance Santerre. And now striding in, it's going to be Jacob Hansen.
Santerre, in his first 2 starts, has struggled to remain consistent, but his last outing when he pitched against the Oilers, he looked electric. So not surprising to see him carry in with a strikeout against the first batter, but that time shining his shoes with the ball.
Ball 1 to Jacob Hansen. The line, here it is. Check swing, half swing, give me a sword there, Lance Santerre, strike 1.
Yeah, that's the difference between a good pitcher and a great pitcher. When a great pitcher's on the mound, they'll embarrass you.
Once again, Miners back in action tomorrow as there's another swing and actually a foul tip into the mitt of Kevin Nakamura. Miners back at home again tomorrow to conclude a bit of a interesting home series as we had a rainout and a cancellation, but it'll be the wrap-up of it as there's a ball to Hansen. They will face, or the Matsu Miners will face the Peninsula Oilers at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Hansen back in. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and fouled the screen, so he stays alive, gets a piece of it. Count remains at 2-2.
Right now, Santerre just going through his motions, staying calm out there.
54 degrees currently in Palmer as there's a breaking ball just high, ball 3. Tomorrow, not much warmer, just 58. And then Friday and Saturday, 61, 64. But when the Miners come back home on Sunday, it'll be good weather, 70 and sunshine. Hansen, nice little battle here as he fouls that pitch away, still 3-2.
So coming up will be the 8th pitch in this at-bat. Hansen making sure he's remembered by Santerre.
3-2. On the way. Swung on and missed. Went up and away, out of the zone, but gets Hansen swinging. Second punch out for Lance Santerre, and now looking to strike out the side. He'll have to go through Bryant Marks.
Well, that was a old school up and away hack. He was trying to get it with everything he had.
Marks has had a good day at the plate. He takes ball 1 there, but he was the one out on the mound when Miners got 2 home runs back in the 5th. A 3-run home run by Cumbo, 2-run by Ferreira, and Marks was just kind of in awe, smiling even after those. He knew he's not meant to face those type of guys at his level, at least yet, as he's gone 2-0.
Santerre falling behind the first batter of this inning after punching out the first 2 swinging.
He winds here. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and it missed low, so Marks just a ball away from ruining that perfect inning from Santerre, as now some stretching and throwing down in the Miners' pen. Looks like a right-hander down there stretching and throwing. Here's the 3-0 pitch. It's a fastball for strike 1. Maybe Evan Floyd throwing in the Miner pen. 3-1 pitch. And missed away. Santerre walks him. Bryant Marks on with 2 aboard. And now coming to the plate is going to be Braden Perrin.
How about the game for Bryant Marks now being on for the 3rd time? Second walk and a hit to his line today.
Parent on, 2 away. Here it is. Fastball, ball 1. Santerre missed low. See, works out of the stretch here. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Behind on the fastball. 1-1 on Braden Parent, who entered this game to pitch earlier.
I feel like half of their lineup was pitching at one point when you look through the entire thing.
As Parent fouls that one away, it's 1-2. Lance Santerre looking to get his 3rd strikeout of the inning. Santerre at the set. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Lance Santerre punches out the side. How about that? Out of relief for the left-hander from Delta Community College. Stretch time here at Herman Brothers Field as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Miners 11, All-Stars 3. We'll be back here from Herman Brothers Field in just a few moments. Welcome back here from Herman Brothers Field. As we start the bottom of the 7th inning, we want to give a shout out to our 7th inning stretch sponsor. That is the Alaska Highway Safety Patrol. Stop speeding. Alaska Highway Safety Office. Stop speeding before it stops you. As stepping in is Ricky Nunez as takes ball 1 there. New pitcher on. It is right-hander Jacob Hansen, who's played in left and center field. Now he's on the pitch here in the 7th as it's the 6th pitcher of the day for the All-Stars. They've certainly wore out their arms. Here's the pitch. And it's taken. Ball 2 to Ricky.
Miners, if they continue their dominance in this game, only need 2 more innings pitched. So, interested to see how much they're looking to add on here.
2-0 coming to Nunez. Here it is. Swung on and dribbled foul towards the All-Star dugout. 2-1. It's like Evan Floyd is down there getting loose in the minor pen. We've seen 2 innings from Christian Seelhorst. We've seen 2 innings from Austin Robertson, 2 innings from James Aaron, and 1 from Lance Santerre. Miners with a long stretch of games coming up, so certainly don't want to tire out that bullpen as this pitch is swung on and fouled back out of play by Nunez. Counts even 2-2 on him.
Ball just turned off gravity for a second as it went over the screen here in front of us. Just kind of kept floating away.
Hansen looking to get the first strikeout of the day for the All-Stars. No strikeouts yet through 6.
Gonna be tough to strike out these college talent, and none of them wanting to give up that first strikeout still. They've had a chance with 2 strikes before.
As that pitch comes inside, Nunez moves out of the way a bit. It's 3-2 as now the Peninsula Oilers have put up a run on the board. They made it a 3-2 game in the 8th.
Miners right now, no outs, none on.
3-2 pitch to Nunez. Here it comes. Swung on and grounded left side into left field. Give Ricky Nunez a hit as he reaches base safely for the second time today. Nunez aboard. 1 on, none out. Kevin Nakamura to the plate next.
And this is good repetition for these hitters. A lot of these guys have not been in the everyday lineup for the past couple weeks, so giving them a chance to get their hacks and hopefully warm up should they need to call on them.
First and third also for the Oilers in that 3-2 game, 2 away. There's nobody out here. Ricky Nunez at first, Nakamura at the plate. First pitch, swung on and fouled over the press box. That'll be strike 1.
So far, Hansen has been able to produce these foul tips and get ahead in the count. Just hasn't found that put away stuff.
Taking a peek over at Nunez, he'll step off. Go back to it. 0-1 count on Kevin Nakamura. Entered into the game as a pinch hitter. Here's the pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Nakamura evens it up 1-1.
Nakamura already has his own single in this game. So from top to bottom, the Miners almost all have a hit.
Nakamura is going to get his first one of the day here as he bloops one into short right. Nunez around second. He'll hold up there. Putting it on the brakes. It's a single. Kevin Nakamura goes the opposite way. And 2 on, not out. Sam Thompson to the plate.
Thompson also finally able to knock off the Schneid the last time, picking up a single. So I feel like we could say that for all of these hitters, considering the dominant 5th inning we had. But right now, a chance for another big inning here in the 7th.
Josh Morozic, his college teammate, sits in the on-deck circle. Thompson trying to find some magic here. Answer from the stretch, here it is. Up high, 1-0. Thompson ahead in the count. Miners starting a 10-game stretch of games in a row, including today, and they'll kick off their league slate, 9 straight in the league starting tomorrow. Here's the pitch, swung on and slammed down the left field line. Long run for the left fielder camping out, and he'll make the catch. Nunez tags from second. He's hustling into third. He's going to get in there with a slide. Nunez over to third. Nakamura stays put at first. 1 out, Josh Morozic next to the dish. And Morozic has been the toughest out today so far. He's on the day just 1 for 1 with a single, but he has 2 walks as well, and a hit by pitch also came around to score a run.
So far, he and EJ Combo have been the definition of perfection for the Miners.
As swinging and fouling that one toward the Miner dugout is Morozic, 0-1.
Only 1 away and another chance to put a score on the board. Miners looking to get back into the scoring column after their only scoreless frame came last inning.
0-1 pitch from Hansen. It's on the way. And it's swung on and hammered down the right field line, but just a little bit foul. Morozic got into that one. Just looking to straighten it out now. He's had a couple of long foul balls on the day. That one was hard hit. Just not in fair territory, and he's in a deep hole now, 0-2.
Morozic's got that explosive swing down. When he feels his instincts are right on a pitch, he can really send it the opposite way.
Nakamura short lead off first. Over at third is Nunez. 0-2 pitch. Missed up high. 1-2.
So Hansen ahead again against another Miners batter. So far, hasn't been able to produce as much in these 2-strike counts.
As in the other game, the Anchorage Glacier Pilots are really taking it to the Bucks. 8-1 right now as Morozic rolls that one foul up the first baseline. The Pilots scoring 2 in the third, 2 in the sixth, and 4 in the seventh to take the commanding lead. As with the win and a presumed Chugiak win, they would still be in a tie for second place, but the Bucks would fall into a fourth place at 11-12.
So Hansen still looking at a 1-2 after a foul ball.
Here's the pitch, and it missed. 2-2.
Morozic still has runners at the corners, looking to add on to what's already been a productive day at the plate.
2-2 count on Josh Morozic. Here it is. And it missed low in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. We also have new catcher behind the plate, Bryant Marks, getting some time behind the dish as he blocks that one. It's 3-2. Morozic already reached on 2 walks today and a hit by a pitch. This would be his third hit by a pitch, or third walk, rather. If he were to somehow be hit by a pitch, it would be his second. 3-2 pitch, and a quick pick over at Nakamura, who had no dreams of maybe taking off for second base. He's back in easily. Nakamura off first, Nunez at third. 3-2 pitch, here it comes. And it's inside, ball 4, third walk of the day for Josh Morozic. Reaching again, David Bermudez up, bases loaded, 1 out.
Double play ball would go a long way. They were able to get that 5-3 double play in the bottom of the 6th, so they have the arms to pull it off, just whether or not they're able to get to the ball.
Bermudez trying to find a way aboard. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here's the pitch. And it missed low and away. Bermy ahead, 1-0.
Wouldn't be the first time we've seen a walk across the plate already.
Nunez off third, Nakamura at second, Morozic at first. 1-0. Here's the pitch. Off the plate, 2-0. Morozic off first, has the most speed of anybody on the bag, so anything to the gap, you can put it down that he's going to try to score.
Plenty of speed in front of him as well. Nunez at third. Only 90 feet to go, but he can make you go by fast.
Here's the pitch. And it's up high, 3-0. On deck. Oh, baby. Willie Johnston has picked up a bat, and he is in the on-deck circle. This is the moment we have all been waiting for. Bermudez, 3-0 pitch. Swung on and grounded foul, and
I feel like all the attention's been diverted from the plate now.
I'm looking more at the on-deck circle than Bermudez at the plate.
Can you blame us with the magic we've seen from Willie Day already? He's got that swing down, and
he looks ready to go. He's got the gloves on and everything.
Back in high school, he's able to rack up some hits himself, so not a stranger to the batter's box.
As that 3-1 pitch caught the inside part of the plate, and it's going to be 3-2.
Wrap that call up and give it right back to the pitcher, because that's a gift from Blue.
3-2, Bermudez back in. Hansen at the set. Here it comes. Swung on and grounded left side into the hole, deep and short, and there's going to be no out recorded. That'll be an infield single. David Bermudez brings in another run. It's 12-3, and now here comes Willie.
Guess they decided Cumbo's day was done. Willie Johnston stepping up now for the Miners. I don't think I've been more excited about an at-bat than this one all year.
I've never been more excited about an at-bat in the late innings, with the game being a 9-run spread. Willie Johnston in bases loaded, 1 out.
If he hits a home run, I swear.
As he pops the first pitch up. That would have been a home run in an elevator shaft. Instead, Johnston's going to run down to first, and he's out for out number 2. Well, he gave us good fanfare off the bench.
It was
Hopefully
well
he stays in to play
appreciated.
defense. I want to see him play defense.
I want to see Michael Paul pick up a bat.
That's going to be Tyler Wilson. 2 outs here in the 7th. I kind of respect Willie for that, honestly. He came out hacking. He wasn't looking to take any pitches.
Did you expect anything less, honestly?
Hunter Alberto on the Kansas City Royals a couple years ago had over 600 at-bats for the Baltimore Orioles, and he drew 13 walks. That must have been Willie's strategy right there. He's not walking. He's going deep. First pitch there to Wilson, called strike 1. Still bases loaded.
But now 2 outs, so anything in the sky could likely end the inning.
There's a ball up high to Tyler Wilson as he takes it all the way. 12-3 here in the 7th. Miners 12 runs, 14 hits. They've committed 3 errors. All-Stars, it's been 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. Wilson at 1-1. Here it is. And that pitch is going to go behind him and skip past Nakamura. Driving home, he'll get there. Up to second is Bermudez, over to third, Morozic. And it's 13-3 Miners here in the 7th.
So skating those runners towards home. And 2 more into scoring position.
As now with the 10-run lead, that is actually going to be a mercy. So this is going to be the end of the ball game. The Miners take it home today by a score of 13-3. We'd like to thank the American Legion All-Stars for coming out to playoffs on such a short notice. They came out here and they played well, given the...
It was a tie ball game
It was
early
a tie
in the
ball
innings.
game at one point. It was 2-2 in the 3rd inning. So they certainly hung tough, and these guys come out here and compete. It's good to just see Alaskan American Legion baseball and these guys kind of coexisting with one another and being able to play. The young guys kind of showing up the old guys a little bit. A lot of these guys have are hosting some Miners at their homes, so kind of cool to see this. But once again, the final today from Herman Brothers Field, the Miners 13 and the American Legion All-Stars 3. So the Miners tomorrow will be back in action with the league game. They will face the Peninsula Oilers at home at 7 p.m. We'll be on the broadcast at 6:55. Sean taking you on the call from that at 6:55. So until then, once again, our final 13-3 tonight. Thank all of you for listening. Good night, everyone. I didn't even realize they were doing a mercy.